Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV.
Pressure is extremely exerting on the John Dramani Mahama's government to consider the exigency to set up the committee of inquiry and also to arrest the former National Security Coordinator, Mr. Edward Kwaku Asumani, for prosecution. The growing concerns comes following what is now known to be abuse of the state organization hitherto became a cash cow for inexplicable wealth in the eye of the presidency. Several officers in the agency, however, have threatened to resign if the John Dramani Mahama's administration does not heed to the call. Tonight, we expose yet another highlight of a senior officer at the NSA in his line of duty. I am Kwaku Annan, and of course, we're live tonight from this very studio here in Accra, the headquarters, if you like, the HQ of CTV, live across dozens of stations speaking the feed, including our very own in Sunyani 88.1 FM, the dial. We're live in Western region on the dial 99.1 FM, and of course across the Atlantic in London on GOB. GOB is transmitting on YouTube, is transmitting on TuneIn, modernghana.com, and of course we're live on Information Superhighway, and the link is my CTVGH. Also on Facebook, same link, my CTVGH, plus the interactive segment on a WhatsApp line, the very number 02029734610, 02029734610. Promise all messages will be read. Tonight we're live across all connects of the world, and of course we are also live in the United States on Kansas City Radio, Kansas City Radio in New Jersey, Kansas City Radio in New Jersey in the United States. Folks, all affiliate stations also picking the feed, and of course tonight you are the right place. This is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show with your host and of course your humble servant Kwaku Annan. Folks, call a friend tonight, call a brother, call a sister, call a nephew, call whoever, your father, your mother, whoever you know, call this fellow. All right, tonight we are transmitting across all the nation's regional capitals, beginning from the northern belts, in between, of course, in the middle of the belts, and then here in the nation's capital, all the way transmitting in the western region across 16 regional capitals. This is the Frontline, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Folks, you are the right place, and oftentimes I say, be part of the breaking news story and be the first to know, because you are what you view and of course what you listen to. Folks, tonight, President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, has appointed his national security chiefs. Are you aware? President John Mahama has appointed his national security chiefs. We have the national security advisor, we have the national security coordinator, all right, and then we have the director of the intelligence agency, the NIB. Please, Mr. President Mahama, change the name. We don't want the NIB. Bring it back to the old one, the BNI, Bureau of National Investigations. Yes, we have the director for this very agency. And then we also have Director of Operations, Office of the President, my own brother, COP. Yes, COP, Nathaniel Kofi Boache. Yes. You know, when it comes to security matters, hey, Kwaku, that's my area. That's where I exercise my joy, is it not? Yes, yes. Tonight, we are going to see if we can throw the spotlight on this security chiefs, right? Plus, pressure is also mounting on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's government to immediately set a committee of inquiry. To set what? The committee of inquiry to investigate and probe. To probe and investigate and prosecute the former National Security Coordinator, Mr. Edward Kwaku Asmini. Mr. President, tonight we bring in the part 2 of this. Pressure is mounting that a committee of inquiry would be set immediately to probe 1, investigate 2, and a premier fashion should be established, and then, as it were, prosecute the former National Security Coordinator, Mr. Edward Kwaku Asmini. Mr. President, on Monday, which may I say was the maiden edition of the Frontline, and that began the build-up. Yeah, and I dream Mamaha. Sidia kakra na media to minim nanso enibri wumpa. Yeah, every folks, every nyoma eda form no enye nyoma ano eye mresa. President John Dramani Mahama has set out the security chief, so we believe say this committee of inquiry here can wasemi. At least any moment from now, we believe that President John Dramani Mahama, Bema Kwan Emasa security chiefs way, would set out this committee of inquiry so that a lot will be seen to be done. Folks, let's get started. Minimisa here. Bonibie ni wakwemu. Yenso bonibie ni yakwemu. Na the America chira ne sa anadwi menya akwadwere why. Mesrew. Mfami hu ebufuo. Me de menye bone me yosonfo. Me soa ade a mesuni na ne se me beboa wo. E ma omen ediyie na omen yakoyie. The enimni say President John Dramani Mahama has set it out, and I said we release nimpenimfo and I say aswafo won mo behwe bambo e wo memu ha mami ni umienu ye ne ehwato en. So National Security Chief enche me do mbegu eni. So folks monfa eni pictures number National Security Chief yede no ayeden abetna akunwa so yes yede no abetna akunwa so National Security Chief no omune gu honom no. Yes can I see them properly? Yes, me babe church wade omanpini ne National Security Chiefs odo omo abeto no wo mu edi akutini ye papa em say diodi kind no Prosper Douglas Biney. Prosper on the screen and that's no folks nti unyanye bia and am do ma two screens no. Prosper Douglas Biney Bani or a former chief of staff mobekaya wababe small main pain ono eno mampeni John Dramani Mahama odeno aye ne national security advisor to the president. Prosper Bani Ayobia, he's quite a distinguished statesman. Papa. Prosper Bani onyo he's been in government before. Samobekaya, he's been in government before. Onye bad crack. Ono eno mampeni John Dramani Mahama odenaye ne national security advisor. What it means is that all the security chiefs ni nano one mo ebeye what you call debriefing ewo president ni nimwa. Number 2, as a so wotena ho no hwe ma debriefing bibia koso kama ebiom o man penny John Dramani Mahama edru de den na security nieme bi as a so take decision Prosper Bani ni dwuma ne se obeboa na wama president na ate ensem bi asie yie. It sounds say security matters no e be very dangerous se wenya ofutufo obi obetu fo papa na se koba se wote dasabrewa na ubeye wedwuma emwa most and often times no presidents ni bebre any security advisors enti eno ano no wo mote dasabrewa na omo ye de omo pe before obewie obehu se anamoya otu ye na esese onya advisor no too little too late. You see, your national security minister ebetimi aboa but the dwuma say or the information about the president and then the president you take a sole decision to it. But some presidency bia when we are smart no minim do minim no oftentimes the omo say or pet security advisor and the information bar security advisor and the dwuma say obetu no for say fa way for her fa way to her na e kama. Next person ono so yedina betu dwan AM ACP Abdul Osman Razak. ACP Abdul Osman Razak, or a national security coordinator. National security coordinator, yeah. We need too much information about ACP Abdul Osman Razak, but trust me, we are doing some build up. We're doing a lot. Yeah, there's some information we be back subsequently. Then we who or no, and now all baby we take it over. Or no, na wabe take it over. Our former national security coordinator Edward Kwaku Annan make us say yeah build up say John Dramani Mahama administration His Excellency one more set a committee of inquiry to probe, investigate and arrest Ayora Kwaku Annan ACP Abdul Osman Razak NAB take you over. Now Anadri, we are even calling on ACP Abdul Osman Razak, now that he has been appointed as the national security coordinator and the best friend, say, Mr. Osman, Bomodia se wura national security blue gate to honor. Obeshena wabua masa committee of inquiry ebetimi abaso eneni ochene na yetimi aye investigation ma u predecessor no boni bia wedie e national security one you be investigating them. In fact, another news amatia me ahụhụahụ na mabo papa na baso regional minister designate ora Frank Frank Dempo Amwakwehene minister designate for Ashanti region. Oh, Amwakwehene, you have my thumbs up. Obinim no one can no. Frank Amwakwehene akanasembi anadwi se ekwen bia so no obehwe se ni predecessor former Ashanti regional minister your friend is simple friend saying Faudinbra Simon Osei Mensa Ose obe prosecute papa nam say kai me bon say ma Frank Amwakwehene say wow why are there mo edi enti no obe prosecute no enche mo bete ho asem kire say Oshe even the residents no a edanya yesi diama minister obeba obehwe Ashanti region so no enuoma papa na ye wo ho no ho esewani ye nka nkire ohu na samu ma ya chechire oman no wo sa akonua sa we isu a enti obiara ye de tumi be ma wo se brana be handle tumi we tumi ne ye de ama wo ho e expiry date o. One, number two, afi everybody beba uba beye accountability o. Your stewardship, your accountability. Tonight uba be tiadiebi President Akufo-Addo, former President Akufo-Addo emumi enka former President Akufo-Addo ni stewardship obi atunebo ase anwene ni nyina na dwe me bebo a kirew. Na ya na ye di tumi ni mam na ye ka kire mo se ebri ye ni nkaso a ye ka bibini wonte o. Onte this we free akonwa so. Frank Amwakwehene Ose Ashanti regional minister Simon Osei Mensa so whatever also be prosecuted. Why not? Say idea mu yes idea we ya ente be ya hyensude e de amani pe biara wo pe mirikatuo abaye oswani and oswafo e de amomei. Now so oftentimes we don't see this in the governance in Africa. Why? Because oftentimes the reason why we fail to prosecute people is because enipa no wo ba no ono anim say hey ni predecessor no boni a oditi o man no ono anka so ba beto so ba be the same. So we don't have the courage, the energy to prosecute people, the energy to say let's set the record straight. Me dwen ho amenti ase ha me dwen ho Kwaku menti ase na mabaye nyoma troka onim se ni predecessor no boni a wadie no, they all must face the full rigors of the law. There be yen yen sa no obi abetran ho ye de ope adenti na mo chechire o man sa. I mean someone yes sir, what you should understand is that you continue to breed lack of confidence, you continue to breed lack of believe so many things. We don't have confidence in our democracy again if you continue to do this. 2024 abayi ayetoi enipa bebre ena Kwaku no mu di nkomo a asema me kan, it's an open secret. Ghana for bi anim ozo Kwaku munya o NDC and NPP they say. Meanwhile you say assembly nti o ena obi awo ni din o, NDC fokuto omudin, NPP fokuto omudin. Nanso enam se munye asem ne yefo ni nti no ne yede munna atotankruwam. Nanso ebia na ntesa. For this administration way, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama led government, at least Mr. President Mahama makes a difference, right? Share who the legacy a ubeja to no a legacy a won e be te say Kwame Nkrumah. I'm telling you folks, mamu fe niagro. Me say that legacy will be like Kwame Nkrumah. And no sunti and NDC penibia ye ba be yi wesi aban so hwaniye no one fa metrase am ye sikedie. The next person ye no COP Nathan Kofi Boache, Director of Operations at the Presidency. Yeah. Presidency. Aye, Kofi, congratulations. And Charles Kipo, ono da hono sheneche kama brantie fe oshene space. Ya man mark bi won mo maso sti se Kwaku mi die yabi. Aye, Charles Kipo no mintimi hu kro ben so no free. Ono Director General of the National Intelligence Bureau and a BNI. Ono so per my checks no why ni dwuma kama papa why ni dwuma kama enti bibia no kama yes enti bibia detana kwemu kama anadwi mamenka nkyere mo say we are live on King's Jesse TV. King's Jesse TV. King's Jesse TV no. When Edano Abeku my namesake. And Odano. Come. Bibia detana kwemu kra. Yes. Maminchia mi sweetheart so. Amanya kwa say Kwaku greetings so watching you live. Amanya kwa greets my daughter for me. Nayas. Tell Nayas. Salute, okay? Amanya Kwan, you're watching the show together with my little sweetheart Nayas Nyakopon Enyamokese Wate. Yes. Now, it was for anadriwa ho. Dwuma ye bedi wa ha no, enye dwuma ketewa wo. Na mebe mamo another horrific encounter. Tienio on Monday, which is the maiden edition. Me mamu very, very dastardly and a horrific encounter of a top-notch national security officer. Oko and social kesibim ewo national security wa ni nyara no. Ora Kwaku asumeniwe ene oni national security hobium. Bonia we dietia national security top officers. Cheche binimugumu enamani ade no. And I dream maybe mamo part 2 of yet another top officer. Oh, look, top-notch officer. Or also Ohawa Okomu ewo national security wa make us say. Sir top-notch officer he was a former military intelligence officer, yeah? He was a former military intelligence officer, bar retired, and he didn't call national security ho. na me be kyerɛ mo kwan a yɛde ne fa so ɛwɔ ɔno so yɛde ne kɔto BNI cells na bɔne a Kwaku Asmani wadie no ho. Mr. President John Mahama, I am saying this to you, sir. Say see ya wa appoint to security chiefs ora Prosper Bani edano as a security advisor me say mun set out a committee of inquiry. 1. Probe, investigate, and then arrest the former National Security Coordinator Kwaku Asmani. I'm telling you, Mr. President, to save the image of this enviable security organization, because our intelligence reported that some of the fine officers or more, many of them are about to leave. Yeah. Na some penisa na Mr. President, my main counsel Mincho say here. One say national security issues are not meant to be discussed outside. Yeah, and you know why. But Ebria meno ka say no dia yetete ewo kukuom ni say oman penino and set out the committee of inquiry there, then they will be forced to come out and blow out everything. Because when him national security nye bia ubetimi akoye NDC ni NPP asem ho, no, they are all workers of the state. And the state's intelligence information nara are kept at the confines of the national security. And if some officers have been mistreated, what they are looking for, they say, at the end of the day, no, as I see here, then, you to me at discuss it, San Yomano, not woman no, etimi then, etimi who say, no, and you can't wait so, and as I see here, then, you do more faster. No, mutimi who say, their grievances have been what? Have been met. Mr. President, because I tell you what, Mr. President, say, ya nyane sa na ya yane say, oh, ye Ethiopia, ye Bensia. I'm here to tell Mr. President John Mahama, say, the top officers at the NSA are saying they will be forced to come out. Because, look, I have restrained some of these officers not to come out now. And that is also the very good reason why, on this platform, the Frontline, we are doing the build-up. And again, asking President John Mahama, say, "Mon set the committee of inquiry now, so that these officers will go there quietly to go and lay all the grievances and the issues, so that information will be kept strictly at national security level." Yeah. And yes, sir, what we are going to witness, and say, they will be forced to come out and blow out all the top secrets. It doesn't matter, say, Ghana and Penny, it doesn't matter, say, those security issues, happen during the ex-war, Adodan Kwaku Annan. No, a state security, a state matter, a your minor answer, and found said not President Akufo Addo no, as long as those sensitive issues were or are issues for Ghana, appear and phobia. But I think no, the right thing must be done. The right thing must be done. Actually, as I see it, you set out this committee of inquiry. Near dinner maybe etotoho ma etimiboa. Enunti ena Mr. President, I would crave your indulgence and say, Monshe, nasa committee of inquiry no. Yen setting and then ma enfasum rimra, because say ya officers now your madden say they will go public. And if they go public, Mr. President John Mahama enye papa. You see? Now, one thing Mr. President Mahama can also do to compensate the situation is say, as I said, our committee of inquiry no, at the investigation we beba. Na ye probia sa national security coordinator former Kwaku Asmani no monfa na picture meto so MC a monfa na picture mra sa former national security coordinator no Mr. President Mahama mo be prosecute no with deep bone etia omen papa. I'm telling you, with deep bonnet kesiye etia omen na mobete masie on other screen is on yeah mofa the other picture na ya na me pe no chin we as na ni mai we na afini edi post na manu e kom dem aha sata mu ha no na e kom edi no na e kom edi wom oni gabi asrochi da ko na e kom edi wom enti eni ebu wom a I say na onye but ebra obenye sika no ho masa enioma oye no enya de a emu eyemresa very very serious enti answer na security top officers yi won be decide so on resign or more resign no won na twen say John Mahama set out a committee of inquiry na won emrase na won mekasa now hwe mamenka asemti anadwe wo ho Mr. Brace yourself asemo e bananya asem ketwa afi another top officer ono so ye di ne fa ekonya emu oya ye di newu ono so ye chi no ye ne kwose BNI cells hwe me de mi hu bi da o eye me say eye na chese the only times I obe hu say ye di nipe kogu sa BNI ho ne na sefo no was the days of the Rawlings era na mentia say sa national security coordinator we decided say obe haraze onwane officers are womo NSC ho. Now let me reveal this secret quickly before we go on. On Monday, me kachira mo say or they say Ray as national security or say Ray a yentimi mfa ne din entudwe. Or the nation BNI cells 3 solid months. When you know now anytime biara womu be yi sa national security officer no eye time a yede na court 29-year-old Ghanaian 7 her nation keke or 7 in nation keke now time bia nso a womu de ne be court say court ni nasem no ade a womu ye ne say womu de handcuff egu ni nsa. Until when the woman is being taken to courtroom, na handcuff eguninsa. Ghana for Mr. President Mahama, I want your administration to attach some significance and importance to this. More or less, may I say, the National Security Advisor to John Mahama, Mr. Prosper Barney, take this matter serious and advise the president. Namunya the right thing. They say this guy on the screen, National Security Coordinator, must be arrested immediately. A committee of inquiry must be set to probe him. Mr. President Mahama, me see anytime biara yedi Irano me see me ntimi mfa ne picture ma ni din so me fe ma, but I gave a clue say the lady is a Ghanaian, and the only clue I can give further, and he said ne papa was also a top-notch lawyer in this country. Yeah. The father is deceased. Ne papa ne frimu. Ne papa also was a top lawyer and also a member of the NPP. Meanwhile, Kwaku Annan no anya den amfa ferry mpo anto so say oh papa kra no oboa NPP nkakra enti anya hwe ne yenye den yemfa let me put some human face to it. Anya Kwaku Annan sa no Erano so fi kwawu he yawo oye kwawuni Kwaku Annan so ye kwawuni wanya ni mpo se anya Ghana de eja ye na ye nimu ye hunkonko oh we minu ya igbeni nya hwe ye ne saa kakrakra oh we minu ya fantini oh we minu ya santini saa ne de tete wo memu ha ye boaboa ye ho saa ebra odi ewura no koto BNI cells a ochi ewura na so no de ne court no odi free court no na beto BNI cells 3 solid months about a woman. And I am saying this tonight, also calling on women's organizations in this country. They be almost sorry, affirmative action. Please wake up. Where is this lady? Very simple. Oh, Mami, our vice president office. I know Sir Hona Bewos is here. Shamima Muslim. Shamima, if you are there, listen to this. Listen to this story. Shamima Muslim. You are part of this woman, Debe, active whatever. mun take this matter very serious. And please, let John Dramani Mahama set a committee of inquiry. We need to probe further. Kwaku many are mine say, a random pay any crew new. Man, no, family no. Efa, Kwaku, penny phobi, womo to Kwaku phone penny phobi say, Yamra Kwaku many enim, near any mekasa, na on trasso, a ray on ye boni bia, sabio, bonia or ye and say now pesa or ye dang, or fano. Bonia, a rani ye and say. The former National Security Coordinator Kwaku Annan wanted to have sex with the girl, and the girl slapped him terribly in the office. A National Security officer rushed in the room. And one officer will go in Masinti. Former President Kwaku Akufo-Addo said to the coordinator, said, drop this matter, or say on drop it. Chief of Staff, former Chief of Staff, Mami Frema told him to drop or so on drop it. Case, you know. Kwaku penifo bi ba nanim. Still. Or the handcuff a guiranensa the Nikotu BNI cells for 3 months. Now Maminka we inchira say. One of also the reason why they would Kwaku Annan would have to do this thing to this young poor lady. And they say Honorable Kennedy Japan can also be cited to be one of the reasons. Now, my dear woman, come, Bonte. Me say, Honorable Kennedy Kwame Akumpre Japan was also one of the reference or reasons why that National Security rogue coordinator did what he did to that young lady. Yeah, mo me donyame MPP and you may be senior be piano, mo be dwane free or memu ha. Oh yeah, mo ye would for some of you. There were fine people in MPP who didn't like what was going on in MPP. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people in MPP are not mumpedi echo. Now, so the lives of Kwaku Annan, who became fabulously rich, inexplicable wealth, courtesy the Gabias Rochedakunu, the prime ministers. Nemun some four namudi woman ma munye nipa miyen kasanchram na yam se one ewiase ene ye kan bring ye ninka swate. Asem mintini ye se di kudu e jana hono. Asem mintini ewiase ye namo ye de hujija. Why? Because of Kennedy Japan ka ho and omu treat Iran sa. Why? Iran godfather no ni kodi nkomo no. Say Iran the godfather no ni kodi nkomo no. Also ran a big time hotel in one of the locations in East Legon. Ni nebe pienche. The real report is coming. And this man is also a very close friend to Kennedy Japan. And one no. Well, if we are say yeti, de bia nipa hu ye obiehi na ye den e bibifo ye de no. De bia ya tan ye ho atan o mai ba kon etim. E nipa tan nipa ni unhu de oje wo ho otan nko a. Na mo yasa na mo nya den. Mo yasa amunya den. E nipa bedidi keke. Ididi wie ni anom onya atare bia hye okọ bebe eno ano bibia ni wiase biomu mafa wiase te se world cup no ate ne boni mo da boni mu mo dware boni mu mo sori boni mu na ye den. All right, na nchenye bibia Ghana for mumisa. Honorable Kennedy Japan was the chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee in Parliament. He has the powers to summon Edward Kwaku Annan, the former National Security Coordinator, to drop this case or appear before committee or Parliament. Mumisa se otumi ya. Honorable Kennedy Japan crowd na no kotu mubi. Abranten se minya case we minya no china. Why? Because he was taking his powers directly from the Prime Minister in the MPP called Gabias Rochedakun. Yeah, that's how MPP became. There were certain people in certain corridors of power who were pulling the strings and controlling MPP from the north, south, east, and west. And it got to a point that President Akufo-Addo became absolutely as if though not in control. One, if not the last cabinet meeting, Amokoye, President Akufo-Addo nankasa ni nua hwan Oforiata, the former finance minister, DNC, Mubeka Nekure. Mubeka Nekure no. Anane so menka. Adena mu ye nipa bon, adena mu ye nipa bon semsa. Boni amudie no twa munhwe yi o. The same way tonight, I am advising NDC Mpenimfua Mobile John Dramani Mahama to leave a good legacy. Be very careful and be warned. Hey, some be yen yoma tru kasa mi dunyame ebe funu mu keke NDC munye careful. Ate every way amoba tena abemu yi eyo somo a mode ahobrase odokro ye ne ntiase e de besom Ghana for na media na yaboa mo na samo ba be ye tintiniti. Do you know me? Do you know what? Hey sir, he really wopukoko we mu. So anadwi ye the another top notch national security officer or ye ne djuma e wo national ne kwan o de ne fa so me de no so ba. As I speak to you right now, a minute away, sir, this top national security officer we, look, neba, yare din emo the live support so as I speak. Me to me in fact picture na intremo, but I have the pictures. This top national security officer we, onunso Kwaku Asumeni any top national security officers be chiefs be ewo Blue Gate kwan omde ne fa so. My goodness. Ono so yede ne court 4 solid years or that so court. Meanwhile court into me yeden entwa asem no mu. Enu ni nyano national security for have refused to go to court. Ni mbisa say Gabi Asorochiridako ro ben and a war in such cases. Where the anya Ghana for abonto the national security stream one ankasa no mu e din krofo ani di bonesa bonin kwa. Folks, brace yourself and adwin some over some akasi nam kwam. It will blow your mind. And on here kase Mr. President, my committee of inquiry no enye adwuma fast. Yeah, man enye adwuma fast. Some people in this country, in the actual administration, must be arrested. Oh, Mr. John Mahama, share, and yet, but defe no more. Me say, mo beti tioma, tituomu gum. Enti, na no bi na me kama sem. Ahemfo mo wo memu ha. Ma me nka wei. Ahemfo akase bi a mo wo memu ha. Brano ya na mo ya mo ho te se dwanto hene ye pa mo chow mo ya me wofa nom ahemfo mo wo memu esra mo stay away from John Dramani Mahama's administration, please. Some of our chiefs in this country stay away na mo ma John Mahama enya neni ne naso nya na adwuma enya afina John Mahama, you know, and you see, and this person there's a mo be paper chow. No, yenyai. Dan to a hini for mon ho allow John Mahama to rule no nyenejuma. E bibi mind be koswa. One thing about black people is our inability and our recklessness to be held responsible for our actions. Abrofo in this how ono ko resign e koyache. Or resign e koyache. Enra hwade bi e koso e say US Capitol Hill. Yeah, Grilly, Venice, Peter Hidgeset, Baba, yeah, Donald Trump, Nidia, ne National Defense Secretary, or no Baba, Defense Secretary, guess what? And Nioma Hidgeset, I can candidate years back. Yakofani na be good papa used to say in some way. Oh, we not just say some of the Senate committee members in the this say be a Trump edene veto power and say won fema no we are see the ye bia ye ntia say da ho twen enya Africa wo obefa ne ho adi ko easy obefa ne ho adi. Well, tonight a lot is coming, but dear neighbor, Ghana Speaks tonight, a worship papa. Ghana Speaks up next, brought to you by Ora Blaster for the Omo Culture and Sehe and Sasia. I am Manso Accra, the Unisa problem. Well, somewhere around ending parts of last year, na Obotaye Kesiepa, especially a resolution, say, Nante Ubitimi Aden, Ubitimi issue foundation at 2025, Ubisidana, Amaso Boni bi enim, America to bi enim. Life is not a race. Now, ora blaster for any easy the amount say a bria year January women 2025. To America na beji o masa snipi what na asase na work on wa eno wotwe manso no e was no jato ho for the meantime. Jato ho because and to call was so debi abeko bia na nkrofo bi di nkrante ni nkotokro ne nsrada edihia na anokra na obi akoye FG esi so FG no wo fi say FG udi agro obekun udi agro oto eduru ekun jato ho for now beji oral blaster for nsase ni bi wati very easy na shasi ne develop ye wia ne enkotwe sa amanso no oral blaster for nso very easy say asase we problem bi enu langa the same bi enu ni na bekuye kama ya ye na kese 70 by 100 ye de bema abrant to kwa bia enu asase ne wo ba bi bebre ye obi wo kwa benya heya kaswa breku denchra botiano amasaman nsawom etwasia ora blaster for office wo fanko barrier heya ochina ye yawada se wo pa enche frewonom na ko office wo kwa bomidin no momo asase ne bi ora blaster for one number was 053-617-6327. It was screen is 053-617-6327. On Bejo so the BBI at the amount. A diamond now pay so see the Dutch one can do Tibetum. And a mummy reduce you too much of your phone yama. Okay. Yeah, rather you found your investment ma enipa intimacy yede in your baby for meeting to upese we see real estate TV ana yanam Airbnb ana mpo say cluster of buildings or real estate ni na bi wo ho wate na feko na asase enfema na faye yes so de maybe yes asase atro yantam electricity access road water ni na bi wo ha oni problem. Take a listen to this.
Our Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Let me greet this my brother Nana Brefo. Nana Brefo is the Chief Executive Officer Emma GOB TV and Radio in London. Nana Brefo, Chief Executive Emma GOB our London Oma Piki program we live our TuneIn and modernghana.com and still on Apple Music. Inti mo London mo ni problem wait me afa and I feel so Kings Jesse Radio. Kings Jesse Radio womonso United States New Jersey womonso apeke program na kama mama hwese metimi akan 1 or 2 message we or say kwame say good evening senior Kwaku Annan and everyone Florence Golo or say happy watching you Jerry John Azuwono or say good evening big brother keep the fire burning on for good work Joe Kwadu or say good job Georgina Bafo say greetings so Kwaku please it is Kings Jesse they be assuming you're wrong Kings so Kings Jesse Kings Jesse Radio and TV thank you for your great job for Mother Ghana keep it up and may the Almighty God continually bless you have a successful evening Georgina Bafo Eddie Free German in Ebae Jerry John I'll say it's good for JDM to deal with that security coordinator very well. Okay, yeah, the show Haji I'll say hello, Kwaku, and God bless you for speaking truth to power. Yusuf Ayaragosi, good evening to you all. Yusuf also say I'm watching you from is it Techimentia, right? Mary Ama means I'll say Ghana would work again. Ibrahim Danlade, probe, investigate, and jail. Hey, Danlade, it's been a while, is it not? I'll see probe, investigate, and jail. Samuel Glover. I'll see carefully selected men with excellent proven track record. Very good one there, Zeno. Atobra, I say fire him. Fred Script, I say it's really bad. And Danley to say Kennedy is, hey Charlie, that word there. Ibrahim Danley to say Gabi, where are you? And I'll say any NPP member who deserves jail should be jailed. I see even Jacob Zuma was jailed. Danley, I agree with you. You see, as a sister, ye mrano bibri. Just say, and your ma air cost lebuma and mintiasie, she and ranadro. If some of you were watching the international wires, guess what is happening in South Korea right now? I don't know of the latest updates. In South Korea, the Koreans were looking for the president of South Korea to arrest him and prosecute him. South Korea. Semeboa. Somebody, Danley, go and do research and come and tell me, Semeboa. In South Korea, the president of South Korea, Womo Shishana Chini Dinatum. They had ye be beer with impunity and nobody cares and nobody give a monkeys. How? How they? Then former National Security Coordinator Ebetraho Edi Nyamina Simbiope, just he became so powerful and onfa kandapa kra nyeshi. Asem way, mumisa kan mo amunim kandapa, mumisa ne se kandapa anymore. Me so onfa kandapa nyeshi. A man, a one national security, both married and unmarried, Odifa. He had sex with many of them. And this lady in question, the lady's crime is because he wanted to have sex with the lady. Meboa, Mr. Asumeni, Madel, you goddamn rook. Madel, come out. Let me say, obey me about for how many months in that I've been looking for you? You are not able to come out. Come and answer questions over all the secret and intelligence report the Frontline have put out, including those reports written by the Joint Intelligence Chiefs. Come and answer. Say, you are a drug dealer, you are a cocaine dealer, and of course, you are also doing money laundering in this country. You are also transporting gold outside Ghana. Come, Nebeyano. That's what we are looking for. Why? My doors are open 24 hours. Bra. And I'm prepared to host you. Me and Ghana, me and Yanyama Basa Sao. No man, you know, we are all stakeholders. So, how? Kwaku, and then they not Joma Amasi Kwaku, Kwaye Juma Wima, Adiachana Kwaku, I am not Kwaku to Tuna Basa. In Yamahu Semni and Soho, and Amy Mugana for how? Debbie. And yes, sir, and you're fine. And yet, Maminka wins so, J. Kamo or say Kwaku, I support JDM in going after every loot as been alleged. However, can they start the investigations from 2012? Hey, my John Ken or say Kwaku, watching you live because I love it. You are the only one who can say it like it is. Hooray! You are the man, like Franklin said. You are the only one. Yes. Ajua or say good evening, Kwaku, and everyone. Great show. Keep it up, aura all the way. Yeah, Josephine Osman, or say, hey, I sanity. Bibri, I mean, fancy and Afiyemra. Folks, Afiyemra, the politics of today. The politics of today takes us to the new patriotic party, apocalyptic defeat in the just ended election 2024. And now, some unqualified apology to Ghanaians. MPP Peninfo. Ebria Menemoka say at the Etopa Abetofom against the backdrop of this apocalyptic defeat. Say, if you want Pagana Funa Chow Yemfanche Iran Bonini Impenin say, the Obehun inform so no what they and could to go from 1 year upon it. And I tend to agree with them. I am even more comfortable now, say, when we whom from Swan now. No mudin could to egu from and could to ben or egu from na wine and age partner name Upper Ghana for Nacho. Take a listen to this.
Of the party from your former president Kwaku, the national chairman, the flag bearer about to the many Ghanaians are not Makumadi party. I no more Domaye and Rantan Mabawa 2016, 2020, or more high hope. say omo ye adwuma boa party ni din kunim wi omanya baby agina. The many businessmen and women are across the country. Omo 2016 omo ton ma japade. Omo do musika ye bi ma adopt the polling station omo boa ye do musika bae. The various lecturers are omo various campuses omo boa ye a omo a research ma ye ebi ko ye polling agents e de ma ye. Many lawyers across the country at 2016 2020 omo nya no so much hope in ACBI about omo nya bibie funu omo nya bibi no. On behalf of the party, we apologize and we are sorry. Sebi, I say party near GF so too. So we have not been fair to certain people in 2016, in 2020. To many youth are there high expectations, say commitment BBI, and now said 8 man should be a moment me should be. We should eat the humble pie and admit say no my course who are queen. Contractors CBNC trauma kayentin trauma. Omo a ye stronghold no be na se etimi ye kwan ye etimi anya nwi schools are na se etimi si hospitals se etimi ye etimi anya nwi. Must say sorry to all these people. As general secretary of the party, I apologize on behalf of the party.
Do you agree from where I said this election?
Great. And this is why Justin could Ebiana Justin minim sente udinu mi abonua sesen Debiana ya ba mitim sa abonua minim se webunua peyana said I don't know why any sente ma me yes grade 1 now following the apology NPP's diaspora branch have also launched a full-scale attack on the party's general secretary, demanding to know the location of some cars brought to the party. Apology, but NPP diaspora branch for Suenia Brie. A few one musu beside general secretary say, car CB or de buy a boy say, na wa shabrochire awoy mu ne nipa kotrot from mo remu ye djuma de cars every party impedifo say munyin fanya djuma na diaspora for no kra mo post do saying. NPP diaspora branch, Momo post saying, "It's my goodness, MPE radi mutimodi. I know said diaspora for no. Hey, post saying amodema wonum nothing. Neni na muguha. Post ni na mudi ni na Ghana ha say sikadia ni medie ni na mudi ni Ghana ha. Moti Ghana ho. NPP penifo. You are chopping the money. And you were chopping the women and the men in the cold, the men in the snow were they transporting cars. And I like the boldness of the guy now or accuse him and say cars. Take a listen to them. Take a listen to this, folks.
Yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of MPP UK. We donated two pickups worth $100,000. The animal me and Kasami, the animal was a chairman, and Dom, and we're presenting. We had a meeting with the chairman. And when we were having the meeting, I second one, General Mebom, and there's a car, the mom by Yabesa Genia Lucia. Because we don't have a bano, any baby I have a cocoa. We will need the car. As I said, you're the year to my
Cars and our car. Cars.
Oh, my mate, as I said. Maybe 4 year cars. Do the people call. The catch will say, at least, let's see director of external affairs office man. Now, your bar, you may use to They could have 13 constituencies, your move by 10, because move branch beyond the capacity as to how or what to be ahead. So, move my 10 constituencies. There are many members I want to need from so we need for to be pieces. Yeah, three. So 30 constituencies, and we have to go around the whole country almost. Even though it was simplified for Greater Accra and East Area. Then I would take a free 7. I'm a minimum to my yam and Namuni Nina, maybe Uber and Kwan and Antisa. Maybe some of class, these are the things that are killing this party. Ideas I run every single leader. I run the campaign manager. I run you. I run party chairman. I phone almost everybody. 3 consecutive days. None of you call me back until I did an audio. First thing Sunday, I think last week or last 2 weeks Sunday morning. Make the whole sign and the BBC team say, so why is this going on? And I'm sorry, my voice in your call, but I did an audio, 7 minutes audio. I share it, and I share it to even the Ashanti Regional Council of Elders. Every single penny, and son, I didn't know from your country said. I feel the ones of my friend. I think it's definitely a pressure we bow from here. Because maybe I'm in the corner, people were calling you. What's that tell you? Come on,
Not our money, we spend our money.
It's okay. It's okay.
Leave it to talk.
Appointees, I appoint to almost everybody have completely said, yet they ain't teaming fire phone. Personally, I find it so horribly offensive to the noises point. The secretary, what my chance? A supervisor said your way. So people never stopped speaking about this. It was very obvious. People were angry. Angry. The control by being acquired so far, they are on a platform of Bakasa. MPP UK can never be under money. And never will be vice president if you have him. How can you call other branches? Not me or MPP UK is their person. It's not me. It's the seat. MPP UK was the one that gave birth to every single branch. Now me, I got never been MPP UK. So why? Now I got friend me make you for Canada so no make us and we as chairman of it. What kind of resort is that? What kind of resort is that? It never happened only once. South Africa happened. Even Germany, Nasara International Conference. Me make you honor me.
They didn't call US and UK. I didn't talk.
And I am so angry.
Why it out?
Because you go back, you know, you were Juma Yankasa. Because in Nippon Artillery, when I spoke yesterday on Boiling Point, you could see that I was so angry.
You're still angry.
He needs to be bred too much. Comfort the casa que se eu não almost for so bien so the money na yes me man nanti o come have for years atina u ba uta
What's it? Arabia sent a message to Florence Golo. I said the humble pie has been eaten too late. So, Papa Okase Uzo Okasa wa yawo so. Okasa wa yawo so. Ma betna bemu ana mu betna bemu. 8 years. 8 oh. And fear maku pori and what tree. Na mo show nyankopon anim twedi ampon basa ya dom we anim. Na mo se kwan de nipa bibini. I don't know. So this here Ghanaians, all of us we are gradually pushing to the core. We become crestfallen, very disappointed. Neno, and then na me ni penny bi di nkomo nam say hey NDC for your mutis way samanya mu nioma yie. Now Ghanaians will lay the table like this, and we'll have a dinner, depending dinner, lunch, or supper, whichever our table no so very particular times. Ghanaians will no longer brace democracy, and so at time no swan. Ghanaians ourselves will step out there, say the movement is so radical. Political party will be in campaign bill. A soldier for better sikronim. Democracy will fail. Nasa kasana ya ka if any cliche and as a mountain and man be a certain nomenclature. Ghana, gateway to Africa. Ghana, beacon of democracy. Sao ye guzuki kaun na momi enya some for. Now, Iran shadio. Papa Kasawi na Assembly, the General Secretary Justin Abunuya now disclosed the location of the cars. Okasawi ape another meeting be also akoswa sa meeting afi Justin Abunuya enso say afi the cars na hanewo. So Justin Kodria, Justin Frimpong Kodria. Say me transe. Na me yet to say crutch. Na me reciting it bare 10 times. I'm sure say be coming him. Justin Kodria, Frimpong Kodria. Yes, Justin. Mummy enya Justin Mumwame. Justin Kodria. Because Abunuya ne ya doso. Yeah, Justin Frimpong Kodria. Abunuya de mentiasie. Yeah, I feed you oba be chere bibi a castle ewo. Na wo de mwentimi eniumo mwentimi anye bibi papa bia mfema NPP diaspora for man no dey. I swear to God. NPP for NDC for more diaspora wo we are quiet oh. Hey, friends say Mrs. Owusu, you are watching the show. You are in Ghana. Very quiet people. NDC for more diaspora unto manu said but NPP for one more diaspora. Don't go there. They can chest out and they anything. It's all say yase. One number two we say openly to declare for NPP sahani yeko, including enya kasin kwanom de sika money. Omasia swadi aba. Nemu wia. Mube peja post in kitin bi dia mom major mo free esoro ho abetra abo mo man mo se yenye na yenye ochena na mudi ska no eti ha o memu ha na mudi tutototo dan wo trasako Eastleigh gone Cantonment Labone Deftraco na mudi bi di ma na me ade e ma no so yesi muntimi ni wo na me ade na mutia show Justin Kodria I feel watch baby a cast no. Listen to him baby a cast no. And him no. Take a listen.
Lawyer Bernard, young executive forum. And I'm afraid say young executive forum at the cast every party. In fact, what they can't buy me the kind of way. Then he called me as my friend said that it's not proper. Say UK branch no say be a official presentation. So I had to call the car back say Mumbai Emission. Then two car by Upper East. No many cars I hear campaign cars net I finished me and check the tell last day. And I'm the cars net the point. Yes, I said say about or office man. But national chairman also thought otherwise today. One for four I said of the car I said national chairman has obeyed me. I said and see, it's not true say we are for one. I didn't take the card I did for a young executive for them.
No, I'm sure they made dispute. No, because we have to correct it. No, we have to correct them.
We have to correct them. I'm telling you the person who called me. Okay. But I'm tell you. Lawyer Bernard, young executive, let the friend say, when the car every. Say if Opake had called me said, you know, medical everyone, and one instructions here, they different. That is the point I'm making. Then I told himself, cars will not live up until so buy. I don't have a problem. So if we say we are cars now on the ground, the person who gave us the car to call us demand the car, but that's an idea. When I said they mentioned the when I declared buy, was it be a my campaign area, compound cars in ground. The baby is a child one. It's a very idea, there's a restaurant. Tell them kind of fool. Will be anti BBS. Accusation, the bit my counter accusation will be activated now. By retirement, all of us are with you.
A female may be a castle.
Go to Kumasi before this election. Kumasi and another down Kwaku for
yes, in Kodia. Tonight, I feel and I sympathize the NPP diaspora branch. Yeah, Mahu kwa ya mdo faso. Na mo chese 8 years na dey na mo face na mo ye. No mo wi anoma so aka se begu krom ha dey amam se mo fanye campaign. Na mo wi aka se no po ye hwa ye hu. An MPP activist, Ziga, disclosed reasons behind why MPP lost heavily in their World Bank of Ashanti region. Activists way at the assembly to na wachiremu say ekwanya the NPP lost all seats in Ashanti region could be 1, 2, 3 reasons. Reasons such as what? Take a listen to this. Reasons, you know. Take a listen, folks.
Before this election, the regional capital. I heard you almost strong good. A dear pan, why a physical project with the exception of judges' quarters. What is the physical project? A visionary project. I'm a demon bit on Cabin J. Nanado down Kwaku father has worked with an equality as a president, but he's not a good leader. Regina, a tumor 1.79 million. I'm out to win the election. So, members of parliament to watch Santa Region. Or Bukotojo or Mr. Oforia Tenupe development. Go to Kumasi today. Project to be a jam project. A work Kumasi Biano. President Mahama has an imprint. And I'm a Tarekra. Yeah, he has an imprint. Good. Overtake overpass. Make a 1 year fatality rates statistics. Make a more be a marina and contact take fatality rates. Go to Tech Hospital and ask. Say before you ever overpass, no fatality rate or say Mahama and Bayer have a overpass. The one the overpass now. Hello, FM one. I President Mahama. The one market. President Mahama has an imprint. Central market here, BC. President Mahama has an imprint. Kumasi Airport. Start.
Neda hono. Making na wuntumi jina ho. Wuntumi jina ho kasa. Kasa wuntumi woso. Na wuntumi ka kan say on na SEO or ka Hebrew. In sembe bre ne mani ade. Ni wa Ashanti region na she wuntumi nsa. E dey no ye o. Nothing. Ogunu when ma say poto wuntumi no what Ashanti region who. Ironically, before this apocalyptic defeat, an angel had earlier spoken to the NPP. Had spoken to the NPP. And folks, when he spoke to the NPP to amend their broken home and fix all that they need to fix, yet they refuse to heed to the call of the angel. Answer the NPP ever witnessed this apocalyptic defeat, or if you like, this apocalyptic debacle. An angel spoke to them. Muntiasam no. Me say answer the NPP bear witness this apocalyptic debacle no. Obofo bi yi ni hu kire wo no kasa kire wo no. Wo mu ina na o mteto no mo hwe obofo ni nim, including former president Akufu. No one angel in him. They were all looking at the face of the angel as if though something appeared in the room like enigma. Yeah, the words of the angel does appear enigma to them. I know almost said now. In fact, some senior members in NPP to say Oslo usunu media. Omukra de no mo tidem wa no mo sre. Enyo almost say hey de bi o ye ka sam kire yo. Enti mo me nya asam ne yefo ne yenko fie nko siesie fie. No. Some were laughing. After former President Akufo de no si dem wo and wo hwe nenim. O hwe papa nenim na papa na hwe no mo so hwe no. No o hwe and wo hwe. And o mo to no mo hwe nenim. Asem ben no ka kire wo no. No we o ka kire mo say ene bia na mo ye mistake say menye the right angel say me be kasa kire mo. Sa wo ho. Mo amfa asem na nye mo anya asem na yefo. Angel Ben on Bekasai. Take a listen to this.
Our focus is for ourselves. Only I, me, myself. At the end of the day, we will fail and the nation will fail. Selfish interest is too high. We are doomed. MPP party talks about we have a man, we have a man, we have a man. If you have a man without unity, you don't have the mind. Listen. Listen. Because if the men are there and they are not united, they will not give you their brains. The party will suffer and the nation will suffer. They will sit down and watch. They want someone to fail for them to take the baton. But you don't want to. Let me tell you, if the group fail, if the nation fail, you have failed. Maybe you called a wrong person to speak today. The Greek word for division is not what we are saying. The Greek word for division is not party. It's not groupings. It's the Greek word is you tear apart. If the party in power is not united, the country will suffer.
So, hey, Obofo to Omofo Mummy and Santibium, Yentian Samoa or Okai, a Bessie Saint Timmy. Take a lesson.
Our focus is for ourselves. Only I, me, myself. At the end of the day, we will fail and the nation will fail. Selfish interest is too high. We are doomed. MPP party talks about we have a man, we have a man, we have a man. If you have a man without unity, you don't have the mind. Listen. Listen. Because if the men are there and they are not united, they will not give you their brains. The party will suffer and the nation will suffer. They will sit down and watch. They want someone to fail for them to take the baton. But you don't want to. Let me tell you, if the group fail, if the nation fail, you have failed. Maybe you called a wrong person to speak today. The Greek word for division is not what we are saying. The Greek word for division is not party, it's not groupings. It's the Greek word is you tear apart. If the party in power is not united, the country will suffer.
God, Nanekia, hi to you, okay? Tomorrow. Obofu we be two mufu, Nansuma Fanyase. Who President Akufo, the former president? No, yeah, Nam Fancheme. Or your former president. Nya Fina, Nanado, Moshe sa video no, yes, say, I say, I'll catch a greater regional minister. I him for net to let them wake up. Let them wake up. Let tell them wake up. No, Yen say, hey, Akufo-Addo. Charlie, Akufo-Addo, we be do brepen you. President Akufo-Addo will be dini brepen. Breast asasi so. Be dini brepen. Brace ye ninka so ye dia obri betwem ye bre momi ensua de ye koye nim bra no re na momi ensua de o why baby a wo hye bia wo ye chief executive tonight listen wo ye managing director tonight listen wo ye bank manager tonight listen wo ye man of God tonight listen okay look at him on the screen in those days to turn and say, go and tell them, let them wake up, tell them, area say, brio, may all mortal men, so no, see one, no, so science with the manager who say, yeah, near bri to turn and say, Mufam had here, Akufo-Addo to turn and say, no money at the day, yes, hey, I day in Kwaku, my name say, no. Oh, Kwaku-Addo. Kwaku-for no you are come yes you, but you need money pizza. That's why I mean you bring Kwaku so. Yeah. So no. Ene baby Akufo-Addo will be ara. Make me aka say what ne yimo ne couch be me be a wire nensa say. Probability. Quiet. And trying to reflect in the days and the times and the past. He can recall in his era that there was what he can describe as the agony and the ecstasy. The agony and the ecstasy is gone. You all know. Let's use our time profitably. Okay? We are president now, Bekatre yen Ghana for say Uba be boa, so that Ghana will walk away from the path of this dependency syndrome on the IMF. Maintain say president be no ya ba ye beto no so ba obetimi agire boldly and tell Ghanaians say me be one of my economic policy will be to ensure that Ghana will walk away from the path of this IMF dependency syndrome. No. The only person who looked at the face of Ghanaians and said Ghana will walk away from this dependency syndrome, he was a head of state. Former Ignatius Kutu Echampong, General Kutu Echampong in 1975. Yeah. Onope eno baya. What he did not say hey, there be yentia. And I'm sure Ghanaians Bebre, you recall, and Kutu Echampong walked down the aisle to ensure that vision was fulfilled. And in between time, Kutu Echampong then decided to repudiate. He repudiated 94.4 million United States dollars. And guess what came on Ghana? The international partners, the IMF, Bretton Woods institutions quickly cancelled Ghana's trade credit. And when they cancelled our trade credit, brought an untold hardship on us against the backdrop of say we have to suffer what you call this imported consumable items such as beef, sardine, milk, sugar. And guess what? And at that time, Buzia, iodine, at the Ghana kosher IMF and SA, our cedi has been reduced to about 43%. The Ghanaian cedi was reduced to that. So embarrassing enough. Meanwhile, no, Professor Buzia and Akufo-Addo Papa was the president. And the only thing Kutu Echampong could do at that time to ensure say he would put a face value to the Ghanaian cedi, was to ensure he prioritized, he subsidized, and then oil subsidized, prioritized. He rational these consumables in order to be able to determine the fixated price of this goods. Near Ghana, beer ton said your pay. And we say our economy is not meant enough, robust enough to check all of this. This, indiscriminate and astronomical prices of goods and services anyhow. Kutu champa amakwai. Enti se Ghana ne ekofa sa consumables we ne ebeton. He made sure say sardine we yen ton no 10 cedis a. All the retail companies in also koton afa bia 1 cedi peto so. And that's how Kutu Champa, a military officer, managed to what? To flatten and then brought the Ghanaian economy at par with the foreign currency, the dollar. He went further again to cancel the importation of cotton and said, Ghana, we must import cotton here. We must manufacture cotton. And at that point, Ghana was manufacturing cotton here. And Ghana was able to save about 30 million Ghana cedis. Why not this time? This is somewhere in 1970s. Why not now? Another thing he did was to ensure that he has to take a blueprint written by the first president of this republic, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, written by Kwame Nkrumah's one of his top range officers called Kwaku Annan. And that blueprint that Nkrumah would have implemented would have been said, all foreign companies in this country who are digging our mineral deposits and resources like timber, gold, diamond, bauxite, and they are taking the greater percentage, like what we are experiencing today. The Ashanti gold, the Newmont, and all of that, including our gold in the our oil in the western region. Check Ghana's oil deposit at the western region. Juxtapose that with the developments in developments in the western region. Nakasembo yaya dear. Simahu Kutu Champion made sure say no. He has to pick that blueprint, and he actioned the blueprint, and then he made a decree and said, hence, all foreign companies in Ghana, at the spirit of say you move fire mineral resources on them, Ghana will take the greater percentage, and then you move the less percentage. And he succeeded. And answer that, all companies in Ghana, foreign companies, could not go into our forests, dig our gold, our timber, and they no. What about now? What about now? Some leaders in the past did this, so what about now? We were in this country when former President Kufuor allowed the Newmont company roll to the corridors of Ghana and went to places like Brim and Ahafo. Newmont, and when Newmont came, Newmont were given red carpets at the castle for them to walk into the office of former President Kufuor. Number two, former President Kufuor again exempted taxes on Newmont's hardwares. Can you imagine this? Obi onoba ukruma baby 2 gold on man a tax exemption. And not say red carpet demomo. Why? Because this is how our president take delight in things like that. Our presidents most and often times are not thinking about citizens, so they are thinking about themselves and what they are take home. And they are take home. Yeah. Newmont. And then Newmont can be described as one of the companies that have collapsed and have destroyed many of Ghana's food staples like cassava, yams, and all of that, including one of Ghana's enviable export earner, which gives Ghana on the ladder as the second largest exporter of gold, of cocoa. And then kobrem na kwa half ho umutwani na egu. So Jeni Abayon, General Kutu Champion. Some of the leaders we've had in the recent times, some of you see a jelimu, see a woman panier, Kamwesu, Namoko, sense mutrimu ding. Oil na yenya western region blocks means in any time 20 to 48 hours from now, we are going to increase fuel. Tell me, you are lying. If you are a motorist, a driver, check it. Any moment, 24 to 48 hours from now, may say fuel is going to go up again. Somewhere around before New Year, let me fair papebi, ono fele me gas man alaji, gas ina koko fele gas ibra. kofile gas o cylinder kesi ya normal one ya gas edru saying about 300 and something say 90 say 80 gas oba no say hey boss any auto obi a che say how me kasa ya na me buafu kasa me ntiase gas. Folks, minimum be no afi yen hwa de na wiase enam se briye ni nkasunti dia wo ye no e wo bank ho no dia wo ye o ministry ho no dia wo ye osofo a edom na wudi wo manim na waye ho tintiriti tiase ebre beba wo betwa onyankopon ba mu wetwa se na wo ye osofo papa wo behu dia wo ye bia na ade achi a na wo bisa ho se dia me ye e de Ghana kanko akosen me kasa na mama kai press before no so me hu to da o se ade biara me ye no me misa se na nso safete urade ana ya na we bisa ho sa okay bisa ho se sa de no ebe fata o my Ghana a wutimu bie ana nam se de wo ye no e ye small corner wo fi se effect no emfa hom police fo asoja fo fire service fo immigration officers journalists for mo to ade wo dom bankers a lawyer for a judge for politicians mumisa bisa ho na nipa ba ko mo de boni mpa o mutrim na mo de ye kan ai so mo nte e ya police for somewhere new year anymore. Me two cars bi akọ abonten ye koye adwuma ho na police fa cheche kasi o ma cheche car na o na driver we afre ne we so afre Kwaku ya chie o me ni police officer yi kase bia so Kwaku ewa nti meche no ya sebo o be kwa ko jan TV so aka ya sebo nti ma cheche car no anya the right na me say aban januma na mra na caution no na me simahu wo pesca 200 aje efini nsem adi kwa 200 Ghana abra meme ka ho bie ma ya hye watare se fakoya de mu nim se niam bebre o mu a you have to caution and allow them to go unless say a grievous crime a obetu na court no mu nim nyama nketinketi bi se nipa wafom da bi obeji huska atare ne ya hye no wo de atare ne isi konko prosi atare ne ya de hye no wo de isi konko hwe kana hye no zo ebra wapon efri adwunum na wo retirement no we chia asem ye beka ne sen eno ne ende adodan Kwaku Fuado Nana Buedi Konti Hini of Achim is describing Nana Adodan Kwaku Fuado's legacy na say and what describing Nana Akufo-Addo legacy na wo so o retire every bank wa o retire as a minister o retire so osofo a we chia asem ye beka ne sen former president Kwaku Addo onwuyo nanso nature samo and ye kade ato ho amanene otia obefe listen take a listen to this.
Overall we thank God that the good Lord about to give the mantle to President Mahama, as it is in Luke chapter 10 verse 29. Ghana has been stripped naked. Mother Ghana is bleeding. The robbers have stolen. They have stolen all the goodies. So a good Samaritan has come to rescue her and put her in a good, healthy and happy situation. And also recover the loot that the robbers took. It was quite clear, but people just didn't realize it. And some of us are happy that his reign is over. A lot of the chiefs are happy. A good friend of mine who is also a chief told me once that let's see if he will come around and instruct chiefs to wake up to greet him. It's not a good legacy. He could have done more. He had so much revenue. He had so much he could have done for this country. And so we pray we don't get another Akufo-Addo to be president of Ghana. Overall, we thank God that the good Lord about to give the mantle, well, to President Mahama. As it is in Luke chapter 10, verse 29, Ghana has been stripped naked. Mother Ghana is bleeding. The robbers have stolen. They have stolen all the goodies. So a good Samaritan has come to rescue her and put her in a good, healthy, and happy situation. And also recover the loot that the robbers took. It was quite clear, but people just didn't realize it. And some of us are happy that his reign is over. A lot of the chiefs are happy. A good friend of mine who is also a chief told me once that let's see if he will come around and instruct chiefs to wake up to greet him. It's not a good legacy. He could have done more. He had so much revenue. He had so much he could have done for this country. And so we pray we don't get another Akufo-Addo to be president of Ghana.
Omampeni adodan Kwaku Annan ne legacy na da hoyi. Papa ya wokese wo yo hini o. Na adibi ye me wonwa kire se bia na Friday na mehwe ho asema ka se to the extent say ahemfo be maako be enan ana I stand to be corrected enan ana enum. Also in the NPP stronghold in Ashanti region capital Kumasi, boldly, openly, and criticizing and again endorsing John Mahama's administration, comeback administration. Let me be say, hey, into I free, and you must say NPP or any party ni from any adiwa, one be soon so kakre ama on my penny. NPP, you lost it. Nana Bwedi one fancy wow. He goes further to describe how uncomfortable former President Adodan Kwaku was during the investiture of John Dramani Mahama. I feel say no. A brand new year swear John Mahama wohono o hunse Akufo-Addo enema nkoye ice water otijaso akunya no a onte so no e ha na papa adenti na ohene be kasa. Take a listen to Nana Bwedi.
Talking about seriously. During the coronation, I realized that President, now former President, Akufo-Addo wasn't comfortable. It wasn't that he wasn't comfortable because he didn't want to release the power. Apostle Nelson Ojem, definitely Ojem, but he was very uncomfortable with his chair. I realized that he missed that chair. You know, I would want to ask President Akufo-Addo if he bought that chair with his money. If he didn't, then we will come for it. It will give Ghana a lot of money. We will put it in the museum. If we are talking about chairs, I think it comes second to Otumfuo's Sikadwa Kofi. In fame. You see, a chair that can be flown all over, a chair that will be given a V8 to sit in and armed men with AK-47s to guard. That chair is a famous chair, so if we put it in the museum, Ghana will have a lot of money. He wasn't sitting in that chair at the swearing-in ceremony, and so I could see that he was really, really uncomfortable. He missed the chair. Overall, I think Ghana is happy. Ghana is exonerated. At long last, we can breathe.
Wow, we are man penini a can't say found one. Ebe. So we are man penini wa besum. Ne ye ka ohene o papa ye okase onye politician o wo ye ohene na all can say no I can again hazard a guess say ahemfo ekuku dam bi nso o memu ha wo munya wo be bo akufo do chi brutal wo be come bo so asem a kire no yeah say finally on my nya ne fa ahudie how atete no dawson urukasam no dawson afi omanpenina nkasa de otieti ahemfo fa ahudie so toto ne nsa nom ne ade ne sese nim adan uvuado how ene wayemre o edidimu a nche betia na breaking news. Former President Adodanko Akufo-Addo is no more. O legacy ni o. Enye ono na wo kono, but ebusuafo na wagya wo mo no e we kire no ene dia atare betwa e dia show mo. Folks, me be call short break, but before the break, mamenya announcement in Fema say, I promise the viewers and listeners say, when we come back in the year 2025, the Frontline is also going to mount a serious expose with title The Ministry of Darkness. Okay. The Ministry of Darkness is about what? A expose into the body of Christ. Asofobi wo memu ha. Enye nyamedwuma no wo moye. No. Enye nyamedwuma. Expose no be kosan. Maybe ye expose no humfoni kakra e de akere. Take a listen to this.
They call themselves as the holy men of God. But beneath them lies darkness, evil, and wickedness.
In Sri Lanka, they say, "Ifuluno, I'm sorry." Kasamle yesiye no. But miracle water empty. Was sorry.
But now they've reached the breaking point, as a web on the front line has captured them in an expose that will shake the foundation of Christianity in Ghana. Expect more in the coming days, weeks, and months on the Frontline show with Kwaku Annan. Behind the false holy crown lies darkness. This is Code Red Season 2 on the Frontline, coming soon.
Great expose way a bag brace yourself. Pacho. Maintain also for be our Ghana. Expose way and yet the first time maybe no. Me expose into the body of Christ in 2019. Na say me de part 2 no to aso. Afi na part 2 no maprapra kwamwe we dey ba. Ghana be wo so keke in the body of Christ. Expose the title no, The Ministry of Darkness. Mentires of asofo mu ye nyoma wo memu ha etwa ye me mai me boldin ni yaka mentires of, and there are good men of God also in this country. Wo mu be hyenkom na ne nkom ebebem onfeke nyame ensa wone so. And the ani ma capture one man of God the prophecy nye Ghana hasemu wo ma asori ma ese monhwa de na monfa mpaye bi carry a prayer of the frankincense enko Japan, the people of Japan in Asia de be ntia say asase woso kese ebesi wo Japan asiye kase asase woso a amani muso wo Japan nya asem ketwa. Also for your friend, Prophet Eric Wuche Buahin, Rain House Chapel, and all this uncle me to her. Iran, me, the Obeya, SNF Fatane Trayeno, as a sea car at the bomb, basso. In those days, me brace I Kwekuma, so for me, good Wagan had an say me. How? No, me entire software. Saying the Wuche any prophets in the you, and then I can witness it. There is serious earthquake in Japan. na yemisa say saying an commission ekwe. Take a listen, watch this.
Japan has been hit with a tsunami warning after a major earthquake off the country's southwest coast. The magnitude 6.8 tremor hit at 9:19 local time, causing shaking so strong it was difficult to stand in nearby areas for half a minute.
Christ in Ghana, a bear shit. Ye udi epia, mamenka we quick. The doors of CTV are open. Come, men yina fence no soon to today. Come here. Aso for na mo Ghana listen oh. So what to dia come to CTV na be you one na be ka sechere Ghana for asem enkodire baby meye dede. And may I also warn anybody out there, nobody come sit on the information superhighway say oba be defend yourself be me patrol please enye na anu ni biom. Anybody who would try against this expose and ekwe please, because me nua be ma wo me nua Ghana for mo witness here. My own kid brother man fa nche no me kid brother or say o wotumi tuo no otumi den when tumi amma onyankopon anhye ono anu hwanu nyam or say court enkana asema no yeda so te ho no office easy say court ho na court edi na asema ma na sa and you think I'm scared of the court my dream say Kwaku Annan me scared of the courthouses. How dare you? Muni sem power Ghana ha also for biara udi be pie come to CTV na be you ho ano. Nobody out there wake up and defend any man of God. Let those men of God defend themselves and let the God they worship defend his name. Make a short break me ba afiye betie national security or adia esi wo national security or it will blow your mind. Folks, stick and stay. This is the Frontline with Kwaku Annan. I'll be right back.
Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Like a rag to mop the floor, and the National Security Organization became a cash cow. We did boni bebre, folks. Yeah, and sebre. Now, tonight we are bringing the part 2 as National Security officers calling on President John Mahama to set out this committee of inquiry to investigate. Now, the Committee of Inquiry by John Dramani Mahama and the arrest of the former National Security Coordinator, part 2 tonight. And they are calling on President John Mahama, say, Onjena Sadi Onye Tem. Folks, if you listen to one top officer of national security who also went through torture and massive whatever at the national security in the hands of top security officers and the coordinator. Very, very sad. On Monday, the Frontline maiden edition exposed a jaw-dropping of a harrowing encounter of a senior national security officer in the ex-war Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. And we are making a plea to John Dramani Mahama's government to arrest the former National Security Coordinator, Mr. Edward Kwaku Annan, quickly, so that this would compensate officers who are calling for John Mahama to set out this committee of inquiry. Tonight, we expose yet another harrowing encounter by a senior officer at the NSA. One. In 2017, after the so now listen to me carefully. Sa officer noa ono so yede ne fa sa kwan so de to no na me bie so acha we nya report we just highlight ono so no report ho. But then again, let me say that some of the officers are ready to invade my studio to come and expose top security issues. They don't care. Some are very sensitive. And I'm sure in the coming days, as we do the build-up, they will storm the studio and they will tell their story. I'm sorry. This is John Mahama. They will tell the story. Now listen. In 2017, after the general elections, a special unit was created at the NSA called PMU. This unit was being operated by retired military and intelligence officers of the state whose allegiance toward the government. Officer Nekaseyo. Nasem say ebra 2017 NPP winnie yenom. And a one more tay office bia sa office no mu tudin PMU e wo national security ho. Na dey and na no office ne ba beye tie. Or say this unit, however, took a nationwide exercise to gather data and intelligence of foot soldiers in the NPP who needed jobs. In the course of event, one military officer retired, name withheld, was tasked to surveillance Ghana's forest and water bodies against illegal mining. Assembly now say yatro no kyerɛ sɛ ebra MPP winning power in 2017 no ye form sa unit way ewo national security call PMU no what butaye omudi si omani ni so ne say they will gather data and at the same time so MPP full soldiers no won no behwe say omebobo ma no na afi o ma hwe say omenye adwuma bi e de ama omoma ye now officer we yentimi monidin ono na adwuma e de ma no ne say obeko Ghana's forest reserves any water bodies akọ surveillance ahwe say illegal mining activities enkoso ewo forest wo na adwuma e de ma no tie while in line of duty he arrested several illegal mining companies including the almighty C&J Alaska tienio while in line of duty he arrested several illegal mining companies, including the almighty C&J Alaska, operating in Diaso. As part of his detailed responsibility, was also to prepare intelligence report for national security mainstream for action whilst on the job. Assembly now said, Papai, a Juma demand so onkoye no. Eye say onko hwe Ghana ensuo ene ewirem ho wo eye galamsey na onchechi wom na afi on build intelligence reporter ebema yetumi aiden ahwe na yabo enyoma ina ho ban afi because sa papai national security officer he is a former military and intelligence officer retired ene edu omo ba national security so on be say adwuma no right so tie also was on the job one of his superior in the name of now you be dropping names and let me say tonight any former national security officer be abetudi may I say respectfully the doors of Frontline and CTV are open come and let's interrogate you please either you come we interrogate you or issue a rejoinder or a press conference and we are glad to carry this forward. Listen to me. National Security Officer Biara Obetu Dinwaha, you are entitled to walk into our studios. Come, we interrogate you on what is happening, or issue a rejoinder or do a press conference. Either of the three, we will be glad to carry it on. Now, one of his superior in the name of Captain Budukumsin retired. One name has dropped. Captain Budukumsin retired. Became furious and agitated. Captain Budukumsin, ne picture no mo fam MC amoma ne omanyentem. Or say one Captain Budukumsin retired on that screen is no. Became furious and agitated over some of the arrests of the mining companies, including threats coming from NPP party officials, including Hajia Fatih, as part of some syndicated group. And that Sir officer a brow started so auditing mining companies, you know. National security peniphobi started a few money. Now, one among them are Obaye our Nino Ebeyan Tukwa. Papa your desk is Ayura Budukumsin retired. He's a former military officer. Captain Budukumsin retired. Yeah. Including Hajia Fatinum, our MPP. Yeah. And then be now, according to the officer, Papa your desk yeah ora Captain Budukumsin or no associate any superior or sanction say Omunko forest or no Munko protected forest. So then the question remains, why would Budukumsin come and now begin to take a fight with him? You haven't heard nothing yet. Wait a minute. He decided to abandon the operation and left for the United States. He later received a call from his former chief, Lieutenant General Edu Amafo, former Director of Defense Intelligence in the military, and former ambassador to Liberia, to take up a personal assistance position at the NSA, National Security Agency. Papa said, Ebra pressure started say eba no so no. Oye na dream say ene pam no twa no, ma me fo omedwuma nto na me nkom baby. Enti amparampara odinedwuma eto ho, then he went to United States because near ne ma ewo ho ena okoe. Owo America hwa no nya call from another top military general called General Edu Amafo. Now Ghana for my mention modem. General Edu Amafo was a former national security coordinator. Ewo Blue Gates. And Kwaku Annan was a deputy to Edu Amafo. Now Edu Amafo was also a former defense intelligence. He was the director of former defense intelligence in the Ghana Armed Forces. Yeah, again also became Ghana's ambassador to, I think, Sierra Leone and Liberia in the ex-Kufuor Kufuor administration. Enti ebane se Akufo-Addo kofa na se omeye national security coordinator na Kwaku Annan enye ni deputy on deputizing. Enti papei efre sa security officer yi wa America se omra na omeye ni PA personal assistant into oyeden or Jepene, and he came. Meanwhile, ni yedi ne nima ne ko back o. Ena papa we General Edu Amafo by no friend so omra. So he came back. Guess what? He obliged to come down to work with Edu Amafo after a period. All this while as he proceeds, several warnings yet again, warnings yet again started flying overhead. And in a particular meeting with his boss, Edu Amafo, together with the National Security Coordinator Kwaku Annan, at the National Security HQ, aggressively warned him to remain silent or else he would be deposed from the agency. Although he cannot recall ever committed any offense to warrant what? To warrant the displeasure of his security chiefs or superiors. Papa Ichiremu say, Ebra, Eye ambassador and answer national security coordinator Edu Amafo friend so omrano obae. Na Ebra oni ni ye adwuma no say Ochina say what is going on? So one particular time a meeting was set by Onwane boss, Eye national security coordinator General Edu Amafo. Ena ni deputy Eye Kwaku Annan wo mu nya wo meeting him. Na asem omo ka kire ne se onka nanuntum na so oka nanutum a obedidi boni bia manakwem. Na so onka nanu antum a edwuma no ombeyi nedi. In fact, Ghanaians, when I personally heard this, I was shocked because I have a great sense of respect. Edema General Edu Amafo. I know General Edu Amafo, a lot of you know him. He's one of Ghana's finest distinguished military general. As a former director of defense intelligence in the military. Waye Eduma pa ansana Kufuor ne koye ambassador was Sierra Leone and Liberia. So to hear say in that meeting at the National Security HQ, could tell on one PA say on kananuntum na onyai kasa. Na obedidi. I was shocked. And in this meeting, Edu Amafo's deputy, who is one General Edu Amafo, and all that screen is General, with the greatest of respect, tonight I'm doing my job. Major General Edu Amafo, former defense intelligence in the Ghana Armed Forces Director General, became National Security Coordinator at the Blue Gates on Odahon. But Charlie, the cat and mouse be a course or you'll be shocked. Guess what happened? On one Kasakrana one Chibu, there was a conspiracy ploy to hoist him from that position by this same Kwaku Annan. Guess what? Now, we are saying, hey, yo. Now, on the third day of May 2017, he received an intelligence report from an informant disclosing an ongoing illegal mining activity in the Nkoko enclave. Internet so ko. Intelligence officer nanwa sem ne yatro wa heyo. On the 3rd day of May, enu so nya call no every an informant ho. Say illegal galamsey bi koso mine bi koso won kokko area onto onye fast no ye den. Omra no mo hwe entoto nioma. Now let me clear something here, sir. Edu Amafo, who was then the National Security Coordinator, Kwaku Asumeni was deputizing him and was made to learn from Edu Amafo. But guess what happened? The same Kwaku Asumeni, together with some group of people in national security, masterminded a conspiracy ploy to take Kwaku, a Major General Edu Amafo from the position, from the national security position, a coordinator position. And Yedi Kwaku Asumeni yedene be share. Yeah. The deputy know. Kwaku Asumeni know nothing. Only Bibia for security ho. He was a taxi driver in London and Gabi Asoroche Dako ekotam de ne bae. Say ombe deputize a Major General Edu Amafo no unsuye adwuma no before neniti no na what try say or the Edu Amafo Major General Edu Amafo ebeba into the inner circle and as it were so be corrupting no so be ye ne den yo. Now Edu Amafo no so wafre ni PA every America so omra no meboa no omunye adwuma. Now coordinator Edu Amafo any Kwaku Asumeni in a meeting warning the PA say onka na nuntum because Womama na Land Cruiser Prado. Womama na a big bungalow or dim ewa chado to onka na nuntum. No kana nuntum obedidi. Really? Guess what? On the 3rd day of May 2017, no nya call say illegal mining be cause we want no onye ready. Later on, some twists and turns pop up indicating the informant was part of a conspiracy ploy to have him implicated over his poise to arresting the illegal mining companies. Ebra, afi informant no, any needing komono or she said the no maybe kwa debut informant ni say ade we koso nti eso eden otu anamo afi hu say no some twist and turn ade be ye bisi basa, so then he needed to be careful. Folks, obey careful no onye careful no. Guess what happened? What happened? A frame-up conspiracy led to his arrest and incarceration at the BNI cells for a considerable period. Obia onu yedi tumi asha nensa say yedi tumi asha nensa by the likes of Budukum Sinemani ade say mining forest ho na kwacheche illegal miners na build up intelligence report February yenye ni afi onu ankasa momu no okoye adwuma no woma turn it round ama informant bi afre no efre no no call forest wa oda no ho no okoy na ma apply say onu mum rather kwakoye galamsey. Can you imagine? And right there no returning up get and omuso ni sem de handcuff eto nsa straight to BNI cells. Ghanaians me person me chemade why the inability of Adudan Kwaku Fadi-led government, they couldn't fight the illegal galamsey. And almost to the latter part of Siebabe Tuaba, somewhere closer to December, when we were illegal mining also in the Ghana's forest reserves. And Akufo-Addo was told in plain words to declare state of emergency. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing in Ghana's forest reserve. And they were even implicating their own officers. Listen. Several strict instructions came to the director BNI from the National Security Coordinator, Kwaku Asumeni, and one Colonel Opoku. According to him, one Colonel Opoku at the National Security HQ not to release him, according to this officer. Or say, Ebre didn't question BNI cells one. Kwaku Asumeni, any one Colonel Opoku also at the National Security. And the warning Ekoma BNI PD4 said me in releasing. Yeah. And I'm sure many of you also know why Colonel Opoku. Monfa Colonel Opoku ene Kwaku Asmani monfa omra fast MCA ya na mo waste time me body na monfa mra so that we finish things quickly
before this election.
What is going on there? Yes, well, Colonel Opoku now onye Colonel biom, but I think so a major na Colonel Opoku Miniano me who pose na fache me nemum wudi e mepiase mu ntinam de opecha na beto na ese Ghana fu hu ono da hon. At that time no national security he was a colonel. See I think say he is in charge of the Southern Command. Yeah. According to this former national security and intelligence officer also accused Colonel Opoku say or no any national security coordinator Kwaku Asmani placed calls to BNI officials say they should not release him. Strict instructions. Folks, if we are here y'all. Yeah. Now guess what happened? He was later arraigned before Accra High Court for prosecution over supposed crime or offense he has no idea of. It's been 4 years now. The court has not yet given verdict. And again, during the trials, no senior national security official made appearance at the court for the past 4 years in all the proceedings. After you made handcuff gun inside, I only ne to BNI cells. You may say if you had nishaka mua na handcuff gun inside near the court. Just as Kwaku Asmani did to that other young lady, no. I don't know so in the court to move for 3 months. Now wait 4 years of court until NPP fee power. Utra court akoniaba. One day Jumani man no Ghanaians listen. Say because assembly for national security now President Mahama set a committee of inquiry for investigations to come out of it. Now Kwaku Asmani should be arrested meaning the America. But say some of the issues and someone so me money now a jaw dropping na a drop it off from one. Look, me well on my phone right now there are top security officers including army generals who are saying say Kwaku no wait. Me waiting. Me I'm doing my job oh. I'm doing my job oh. Anything I say John Mahama should set a committee of inquiry. Let's find and put these matters of this national security concerns at the back burner quietly. Because for me, I can also share the same we are all security and intelligence students. My issue is that security matters are not meant for the, for the nation. But officers no go on, so they are also human beings. Number one. Number two, they are also Ghanaians. Number three, they are people's husbands and people's sons and people's fathers who. They are people's daughters. No, you cannot say in the name of national security. Uncle Yedjuma, Nasabe, some officer be on Yedjuma Aman so yede. No, Abba Bede, and fundamental rights. No, I won't stand for this. No, they are people's husbands, people's wives, people's sisters and brothers. Kwaku Asmani must be arrested and jailed. 4 years court to crime. And I think that John Mahama's administration should ensure that some of these court matters here, subjected to our national security officers in that. As I speak to you, the sad part I can tell you tonight, and it is saying, and it is. Sad top officer America and reporting. Neba at the life support so Tomne bro na neba newu. 4 years he has not been paid. His son is on life support. So mami who kwan ancham the picture na be mo. I'm telling you, very sad indeed. Neba ewa ne magu America wo. Emma neba he has received a call from doctors in the United States neba no life and death. Ye the picture na brem na misu Emma no. Officer me ntimi money din for now. Life support. Or so only options Anadria he has to now the minimum say to meet me aka. As of the time I may best start the program we no Jina airport ready to fly on emergency. Now dream na you confused. O suse keke Kwaku. Ejuma me beye wo memu hano e services to God and country. Manya boni o, manya boni. De me beye na ne say me to me who was a member fighting illegal mining in Ghana's forest reserves and to be the movement to the other Massini. Where Ghana and agree will fly out of Ghana to the United States. Neba at the life support to so Ubi Wuano. Adena Mudi Bonesa and Suku Kwasmini on an Amha. Now, guess what happened? It's sad. Everybody they call court no. National Security Officer be in court. Turn to court and we'll track left and right and center. He again disclosed top National Security Officer decided to set him up, betray the cause to unravel illegal mining, who belong to the cabal or the inner circle of the syndicate. Na seminar say I feel later know who's there be sana edwuma na no yenum na mpenimfo ni na eni nje ho na emom they meant to betray the cause. Listen, they meant to betray the cause of fighting illegal mining in Ghana's forest reserve. So Akufo-Addo to one okeka say or the last day he will put his presidency on the line and say no crowd all cannot moye ne sre. So guess what? How President Akufo-Addo failed in the illegal mining fight because some may come and say, hey, the fight on illegal mining cannot, will not, and may not be blamed at any doorstep except at the doorstep of Akufo-Addo. But again, if Akufo-Addo also failed, he didn't fail because he failed. His national security chiefs failed him. Why? Because his national security chiefs were involved in the Galamsey, including the National Security Minister, former Albert Kandapa, Madeno. Albert Kandapa, come and tell me you were not involved in the mining. Ora, Albert Kandapa, former National Security Minister, were you involved in the illegal mining or not? Then, we are not say, why would Kandapa would sack the former National Security Coordinator in Central Region? I didn't know he needed. Former National Security Coordinator, no Central Region. May interview no program where you pay. Ye needy. Your friend is saying, Uforiata, Mokai. Yeah, you needy. Didn't know you needy. It's a story for another day. And somewhere tough from one. Yeah, me say, the whole every nation, the nation is in the hands of the security chiefs. Oh, 2 days ago, President Mahama met all the security chiefs and they all saluted. But the danger here is when top security chiefs have committed crime and they are gone and nothing is done. It will walk back again and it will haunt the nation. Now, young forward. On the 6th of December 2024, before the elections, this officer received a call from one Alhaji Bamed. Munimno. Alhaji Bamed. Nanuyano Wuye. He received a call from Alhaji Bamed to report to him immediately. The meeting with Alhaji Bamed revealed that there is the sinister plot to have the security officer, together with Lieutenant Colonel Larry Gbevlo-Lartey, former National Security Chief, killed. Yeah, to have them killed over an intelligence information suggesting both officers are operating with some Israeli intelligence company here at Jolu to rig the elections for the NDC. Yeah. What did I make? Yeah. On the 6th of December 2024, before the elections, this officer received a call from Alhaji Bamed to report to him immediately. Alhaji Bamed, move on a picture. The meeting, according to this security chief with Alhaji Bamed, revealed that there is a sinister plot to have him, together with Lieutenant Colonel Larry Gbevlo-Lartey, of former National Security Chief, over and killed. To have him killed over an intelligence information suggesting both are operating with some Israeli intelligence company to rig the elections for NDC. asɛm a wɔka ɔha ne sɛ ɔse adeɛ bɛkye memene da me yato aba no ɛna Alhaji Bamed bebree mu nim Alhaji Bamed na anua na wefiri mu yɛmabusua no yɛ akɔ ɔfrɛ ne sɛ ɔmmerɛ fie na enti otutu mirika ɛkɔ fie na ɛbrɛ a ɔkɔduu hɔ no ɛna Alhaji Bamed ɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ asɛm kɛseɛ bi wɔ hɔ na hifa na ɔwɔ sesia na ɔkyerɛ ne sɛ ha na ɔwɔ ɛna ɔso no ɔmfiri fie na information ɔno ne nsa aka ne sɛ enipa bi ɛwɔ national security hɔ a saa time na NPP ɛwɔ power wo enipa bi wɔ national security ɔbobɔ mpanimfoɔ ne din na saa mpanimfoɔ no are bent on say they want to eliminate him together with Lieutenant Larry Bevlolate na wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn yi wɔn firi hɔ ɛdeɛ ba asɛm a information a apie ne kyɛ sɛ Bevlolate a wɔda screen yi si Bevlo si de otuma ne ho yɛ hu o na wahyɛ ne wicked sunglasses hey Larry ɛsɛm bɛn kuradi Chief I salute you Bevlo ɛwurade yes my boss no ɔse Bevlolate Alhaji Bamed ɛna ɛda hɔ no na wɔn mo pɛ sɛ wɔn mo eliminate ɔno ne Alhaji Bamed late Bamed ɔno ɔda hɔ no Bamed died 2 days after the elections me ba be kansem ya kyerɛ mo enti all kasa no no so ka kyerɛ security officer na e ka kyerɛ Alhaji Bamed say no the way anema ekɔ no he is scared so in the conversation with Alhaji Bamed he told Alhaji Bamed say he wants to go to first he wants to report the matter to Accra Regional Police and of course he did. According to the officer, he met Alhaji Bamed on the Saturday of elections. The following 2 days, Monday, the news broke. Alhaji Bamed is dead. Yeah. Only Alhaji Bamed Edin Komo. The Saturday, which is the 7th of December, year to Aba, or two nabari no koe, Alhaji Bamed Edin Komo. Omudi nkomo wie no ko report asem no nti asem no Accra Regional Police o ewo ho they have all the detail or report man wie no wan kofie because the way na neoma ekọ so oto wie mu dwane 2 days later or a day interval which is Sunday Monday then there was a breaking news Alhaji Bamed is reported dead. Yeah, folks. Although the cause of his death is not yet known, but the officer disclosed the conversation with Alhaji Bamed was covertly listened. The conversation with Alhaji Bamed was covertly recorded, and may I say, the Frontline has secured a copy of this conversation. Yeah. Yeah, Monchrawana. Hey, Ghana, too much. Let me read a message way. Folks, there are more build-up coming. And the real reports, Nanka say about, no, I cannot edit it. The real reports are all coming. And there are a lot of top security chiefs who are talking behind the scenes. And I'm doing my job. Some of them, it can cause a hot air to blow in this country. We all say Jojo. Jojo is the name. Jojo is the name. The same Budukumsin who drove a champon to the execution grounds. Shh. I say, I have something to confess. Who are you? Bring the confession on this program, okay? On this phone. I say, I have something to confess. Okay, you have to confess, okay? Let me see. Okay. I've seen you. So, I think you are telling me to. Okay, I've seen you. Okay. Hey, I do. In some ways, I cannot bring all of them out here. Okay, good one. My memory was so quick one. I'll say, I want you to react with the above, blah blah blah. Please, have you forgotten about this? Not yet, bro. I have not. You're online. I haven't, bro. I haven't. So I'm going to do the right. I'm going to do what is right. Okay. I thought say be ananche yenyanes but yebabe kankwasem because you are part of the team. So bro, salute. One top officer of the state, something must be done. Yeah. We shall say you have done a good job and you need to be rewarded. Yaya Kutia. I say welcome back, John Dramani Mahama. We now have second independence. Even most NPP members now free. They were women. Kwaku, the NPP GS must go down. Fall of NPP was them. The thing they were doing Alan Chamantin, Yaya Kutia, and Ode Ebae. We shall say, Mr. Kwaku Annan, please, good evening. Please, today you are giving us scary expose. Pow. Please, how far with A+ and armed Ahmed Swale countdown? Yeah, say A+. No, I don't know anything about it. No, Jack, expose we know a highlight to the real reports are coming. In the case of the other expose of that top national security woman, the real report, but I will not edit it. I swear to God, I won't edit it. It is coming. That's why I am pleading with John Dramani Mahama's administration. Now that we in the security chiefs, we are pleading with Prosper Douglas Barney. Set a committee of inquiry at the National Security Hall. So that we can keep them there. Because some of them are pretty dangerous and very explosive. Good evening, Kwaku. Ghana is free from Akufo-Addo's wicked regime. We'll say Beauty Ado, Ashaman Market, and good evening, bro. And Obiso candidate. We'll say Kwaku. Kindly check surroundings. There's more air sounds. Okay. MCR Moncheke Hawaii. Kwaku, good evening. I am a journalist who wants to work with you, but the opportunity for me is still hanging in the air. I have sent my CTV to. I have sent my CV to your high esteemed company authorities, and I am still warming up to work with you. However, I hope one day we would work together as a frontline operators. Thank you, brother. Kofi. Good one there. I'm sure we can connect, right? We can connect, and then you bet me ayenyoma abum come. Lord abeka tema committee it's no de bibi ba minima de cro ubi so the high eba high and what the bar and yeshe for message. Good evening, Kwaku. Please, we are not hearing anything or your sound. I'm sure it's been corrected now. Uncle Kwaku, I really love your show. Keep it up. Miss Queen. Okay, Miss Queen. Good one there. Uncle Kwaku, I really love your program. I say, good evening, Kwaku. You are doing a good work for the mother Ghana. Keep on. May God bless you. And loads and loads of messages. Good evening, Uncle Kwaku. Ghanaians should thank God for redeeming the nation from the claws of this dreaded NPP. Had the NDC not been strong and vigilant this time on the election, NPP, aided by that Jezebel of an EC to rig 2024 elections to win by now, we are doomed. The likes of the stubborn Gabi Oche should bow their heads in shame. I don't think NPP deserves to rule Ghana any longer. As for Nana Akufo-Addo, the Guinness Book of Record should honor him as the most worst performed president in the whole of Africa in terms of arrogance, insensitivity to the plight of his citizens. Create loot share. When people failed in their responsibility, they don't live long to enjoy their loot. I will not be surprised if Akufo-Addo fails. Oh, wow. Good evening, Kwaku. My name is Charles from Spinters. Keep the fire burning. In fact, Akufo-Addo and his entourage should go to jail. I say, the mother serpent of corruption and their greedy bastards have plunged Ghana into abyss. God punish them all. Jerry Love. Or say the NPP headed by serpent mother of corruption, nothing to write home about, because mute for corruption to thrive. This arrogant mother serpent of corruption must be arrested and prosecuted because he backed Wuntumi illegal mining. Okay, we shall say I have put everything on hold and just paying attention to the front line. Good one there, good one there. Little didn't the former president know that 8 years is 8 days in the sight of God. The hell NPP and the former president took we the youth through, we shall never forgive him. CTV, keep the good work. Okay. We shall say, thanks, boss. I'm finishing. I will say, Mr. Host, I like your program. Is there one now? Is there something, I don't know? Say, keep up exposing these bunch of thieves, arrogance, and untruthful, dishonest devils. I am a soldier ambassador from Fadama. Okay, okay. Hi, good evening. I used to listen to you on Netu, but you have never read any comments that I will contribute on your show. You don't read. Ni from La Ni. I've read your message now. My kind of message, baby. Well, see, please, are you sure the president and his people are hearing you and they are still silent till now? Wound to me, Mr. Who, born dog. Hello, Kwaku Annan. I am concerned about discussions in Ghana suggesting from President Akufo-Addo is above the law and cannot be jailed. Let's remember Zambia's former president Chiluba was taken to court and charged with corruption. He was jailed. Our leaders should be held accountable for their actions. Eko Thomas from Tema Committee 4 and Ode Ebaem. Also, good evening, Kwaku. Happy New Year. Kwaku Aswedi must be arrested, sentenced to prison. I support the idea of thieves staying away from Aura. Whoever is found guilty must be arrested. Kwaku, nobody is above the law. Don't forget, 60.8 billion got missing from the Bank of Ghana. Mustafa Kaswa and Ode Ebaem. Hi, Kwaku Annan. Hope you are doing well. Thanks for your good works. You should bring Saint Sack back into studio, and then all that is said concerning the elections, blah 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 blah. Folks, well, those of you calling, stop it, please. Mr. President John Mahama, do away with the Kathra matter and focus on your promise to keep the party strong. Please, you have a lot to do. From Paul Richard. Kathra, what's that? The word now, I mean, name what that word means, so I couldn't pronounce it the way you wanted. Good evening, Father. My name is Ima Kumi from Dome Pelatu. I say, MPP never again. N.O.D. Abba. Let me read this one too. I say, hello, Kwaku. It's too late to be apologized. NPP needs dissolve. NPP is very wicked people. All the government lands they stole, no matter what, whether they build it or not to be demolished and take land back to the people. Regina from UK. I say they are so horrible and disgusting, NPP. And no, so then they buy it. So the messages are plenty messages. I say, good evening, Kwaku. I am Charity from Adenta. Keep the good work up. This man also needs to be sacked. Group CEO of Goyle, Ghana, Jacob Kwabena Ejay. He is such a mean man. He's full of rot. Really. Well, say my name. I say, good evening, sir. God richly bless you for preaching the gospel of truth. Please, I would like to share something to you offline. Thanks. My name is Memodi. So we'll contact you, okay? MC, Yao, take notes of all of this, please. Yes, sir. Take notes of it. Papa. We are saying, hi, sir. Good evening, please. Are you doing a good job? Keep it up. I am from your name. I don't know the name. What's that name? Is it Crash from Adentan? Hey, Udine who? Any other. We are say, Ghana, let's, or say, please, let NDC people be wise, okay? Okay. Hi, Mr. Host. I am Rudolph from Jamestown. This show is really interesting. Rudolph and the reindeer. Well, say, let Parliament and AG deal with some laws that would make it difficult to prosecute the aura. So, you know what? The aura, Mr. President Mahama, I think so. Well, let's set a different court for the aura. I'm telling you. Well, so go and Kwaku. There are vipers in government institutions. I like to meet you one-on-one to discuss very important issue. Yeah, take note of this one too. We need to contact all these people. Or say, go find that most directors in ministries of agri were given plots of lands to keep quiet on government and agri land. Huh? Wow. JM, please listen to Kwaku Annan. Yo. So betie me nkwa dia. Yo. Good evening, Ghana would work again under His Excellency JDM from Nicholas Amegabo. Good evening, Ghana. Okay, I can't wait. So me de be me de be see her me this year. Messages no also. Well, say good evening, sir. This is Hawkins Ofuri Samuel. May the good Lord continue to bless you for the prestigious work you are doing for Mother Ghana. Sir, please don't exempt Baumia from Nanado's government. He cannot be eliminated from the country's predicament. This lady has suffered a lot, and justice should be prevailed on her behalf. Oh, what's your name? Hopkins Ofori. Oh, bro, and easy. That 29-year lady. Get the handcuff gun in Sase near the neck or near the Nabana siren is so. Right now, as I speak, she's the next thing I'm praying is I don't want to say the bad thing. But Kwaku Asmani am fine yet he say Iranum pu ye ni krom ni ne papa aboa party no a eba power ma Kwaku Asmani be ye national security wan fa ne so anya hwe. Mpinifo e kasa ina se on for masem nya hwe. Yeah, odi nani ye die be nti because opeso ni Iran da anya adwuma. Odie ya o, odie basa. We all say good evening, Kwaku. I have never wanted to miss any day of your program since day one. Started following. God bless you, and you're doing great job for Mother Ghana. Erasmus in the Debaim. Or say, hi, good job done, my brother. I didn't know about this. Thanks for what you are doing. Please, like you should be paid by government. Really, I should be paid by the government. It was one for Udiamba, and I kind of like that. We need CPP or Bediako. Yo yate. Na himfana wafa. Good evening, bro. Nana Addo and his family think Ghana is for them. If they like, they should try you, bro. They will see. Greetings from President Kufuor and my mentor Kennedy Japan. I'm tired. There's something here. Hey, what's this? Hey. Ooh. And some who. There are lots of sensitive matters coming. Very sensitive. You see, I don't know if John Mahama said, Mopa, maybe another reconciliation like Kufuor did. Because Charlie, people have matters to talk. Oh. And some shankrofobo. People really have issues. But folks, me demo be see am. Nyankopon ya adema. Friday, ye ba be ya de. Friday show. Friday, Assembly BC. May I put this question before NDC? NDC, Mr. John Mahama, is your government trying to do business with the secretary to, no, the former secretary to the cathedral, Kusi Boateng? Question mark. Is the NDC want to do business with Kusi Boateng now? Are you trying to do business with him? Huge question mark. Gauge the space. On Friday, something horrible is about to loom. Aha, enye NDC NPP asemo. We say it as it is. No. Ma metrans and NDC agenda. An NPP agenda. No. Me bisa NDC for question. Me say, are you trying to do business with Kusib Wati now? When Ghanaians are expecting, say, Kusib Wati should go to jail. Are you trying to do business with him? Adeba kwa ya na ewo politicians who organize media for all of us. Yebekwa ko crusade oh esimesi why say and say including themselves will talk about it. When they come to government, let's say nipa no rather. No wafan we di noko. We be say di ntini am prosecute nipa. A lot of things go behind the scenes that you and I don't know. Politicians, be very careful about politicians. Folks, Great Guys Emma production. Yakopon ya adoma program we at the YouTube. When to me and share, Mr. Oko YouTube, Okwa at the but when Oko YouTube was subscribe to your channel, my CTVGH, my CTVG, subscribe, press the bell, not become a YouTube member. It's any time be a program biano, you don't need to be reminded. And one say about pop up, phone so yes, share poasekra na bunsu enum kranwa ubenya program ni biade. Ashe, the program is still at YouTube. Go and watch the show. Mr. Okwa program no. Send the program to a friend. Wasuma wadam fubi no so untimi enhwe. Na channel so say program we ye no Monday, Wednesday and Friday. The time is 8 o'clock sharp. The Frontline is airborne with your investigative journalist Kwaku Annan. Folks, me the you until same time I come your way on Friday. Channel say production team no came through by why Ruby X, Great Guys, I salute them. And then online editor Ken Campbell. And then, of course, Echo Bismarck, Omina Mami production. Come on. And then the indefatigable Joshua and Omoboy. Online editors Kofi Ansa. And then director of research Kofi Ejiri. On Friday, we'll join this show. We'll do some very editors analysis of what? The John Mahama's